In the earlier tutorial, the calculation of food cost percentage per servings was explained, and it helps you to get some rough idea on how much food costs you are spending and to know if it's on the right track. This tutorial is more about the long-term inventory like weekly or monthly basis, so you will find more accurate data about how much the total ingredient cost during the given period was, and how much the eventual profit will be as the overall business activity. This process is very important to make sure your business is in a healthy condition. Some business owners roughly estimate the cost just because their products are selling well and make a good amount of money. This way might work for the short-term growth, but earning money doesn't guarantee the profit out of it. And it'll be more important to ensure the certain percentage of it for the sustainability of your business. Inventory itself is not actually that complicated, but because of too many kinds of ingredients stocked in the storage, most people may feel unwilling to do it. This can be optimized in many ways, but the most important thing is to organize regularly so you know at where and how many each one of the items are in the storage, so you can avoid over-purchasing and overstocking. Nowadays, there are many inventory management systems that work on tablets or handheld devices, so you can walk around the back of the house checking off items like you would on a clipboard. Smartphone apps providing the automated calculation tool are available, so you can utilize such technology as well. Here, assume we are doing the monthly inventory. First of all, list all the supplies you have at the starting point. The order of listing up is preferably by category like dry food, frozen, or vegetable, or you probably want to list up by shelves such as fridge A or freezer B, so you can look for items walking around the store as you follow the sheet. Never make a list in alphabetical order where you need to go back and forth on every single item. Put the unit price next to the item name, which you can find in the invoice from the suppliers. Some fresh products have a changeable market price every month. Use the most recent price so it's up to date to the current value. Put the unit. Some items are purchased by individual bag or as a whole case. Some are by weight. Fill this out correctly, otherwise the total value will be completely different. This list will be the prototype you will duplicate and modify later on, so add some formula here for the easy editing. Look through the storage room, shelves, fridge, and freezers, and count each item. If it's by bags or boxes, just write down the number as they are. If it's by weight, scale it accordingly. Here recommends to use shelf-to-sheet method of counting inventory, which means that when taking inventory, you look at what's on the shelf and then find it on your inventory taking sheets. You move along counting every single item on each shelf in a systematic method. Converse way, where you use your printed inventory sheets to hunt for the items to count as you read down the inventory sheet page, will inevitably miss items which are on the shelves but which are not on the sheets. So always shelf to sheet for missing nothing, and you will probably end up with write-ins on the worksheet. Write-ins are items which are not on your inventory sheets but are on your shelves. Write-ins are possibly items which have dropped off the inventory sheets for some reason, or more likely, there are new purchases for the month which have not been added to your inventory sheets yet. After all the items are counted up, the total cash value will be shown. This is the amount you have at the beginning of the period. Most likely, you will purchase more products from the suppliers within the month. Track them all and list down the dollar costs on each supplier. Some items might be mispicked or returned, but those informations may not be updated timely. Leave notes accordingly. If there are any cash expense you purchased besides from the suppliers, do not forget to include them too. Take inventory again at the beginning of the next period. Follow the exact same process to find out how much items you have and cash value remained at the beginning of the new month. Now let's find the total food cost during the given period. Food cost is the cash value of the ingredients that you spend to make sales from. Therefore, the last inventory you counted cannot be included into this month's food cost because you haven't used them yet. As the image shown here, the cash value you actually spent for this month is starting inventory plus monthly purchases minus ending inventory. And it shows the food cost in this example. Then find the total food sales of this period. Simply add together total food sales per shift. Many POS systems with restaurant analytics can provide you with this information automatically. Make sure it's the number before tax. Also, if your establishment is selling alcohol too, separate the drink sales out of the total so you can simply compare the food cost percentage against food sales. Alright, now we have all the numbers we need to calculate the cost percentage. As explained in another tutorial about food cost percentage, the formula is total cost divide total sales times 100. Total cost here is, as you counted, beginning inventory plus additional purchases minus ending inventory. And the monthly cost percentage will be 28.89%. Since it's a big number and sometimes can be used for the financial statement, please always double check if the percentage is dramatically high or low. If you miscount 5 small bags of products as 5 whole cases, for example, it can make a difference of hundreds of dollars. It may sound a stupid mistake, but in the reality, it is very commonly happening. Make sure you have counted each item correctly, entered the right unit, and accounted for each purchasing invoice. This is the A to Z instruction of monthly inventory and calculation of food cost. Again, this is a very important step to know your business condition, just like a regular medical checkup. You can find out what items are selling well, what is not, and how much items are in stock. Too much inventory means you have more risk of discarding old foods sitting in the storage. Also, the purchased ingredients are indeed your asset, but they won't make money until you sell them. So too much items in stock will slow down the cash flow as well. Inventory, now as you can see, is more than just about food cost.